Hi there. So today I want to talk about one idea, one concept, um, what is actually needed to achieve your goals. Some say that you need to fix yourself. Some say that you need to become new identity. So here's my take on it. Um, First of all, there is some kind of illusion of becoming someone else. And the thing is, people often believe that they need to change who they are to reach a goal. But what they really need is to let go what's not aligned with the goal, like limiting beliefs, resistance, identity attachments, things like that. And for example, becoming a millionaire isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering that you already have the capacity, but right now you're running an identity and emotional pattern that's not congruent with it. So, for example, think of it like a radio. The millionaire version of you is already broadcasting on a higher frequency. You're just tuned into a different station, a one of maybe scarcity or self doubt, and you don't need a new radio. You don't need to change yourself. You just need to tune um, into different frequency and turn the dial to do that. The second thing is you need to understand that there is no perfect version of millionaire. If that is your goal, that's just example. Or if you have a different goal, think of it like, you don't need to be a certain way to have to find a partner. You don't need to be like a perfect version to be healthy or to be successful. So, and the thing is, look for a proof. Look around, and you'll find lazy millionaires, awkward or shy millionaires, people who never healed their trauma but still got rich and can help others, people with low self-esteem or poor habits who still succeed. And this proves that there's no fixed personality, background, or level of healedness you must reach in order to achieve that. If a broke, awkward person can become a millionaire, that means that transformation isn't about fixing, but aligning and taking action despite imperfections. And the truth about resistance and fixing is that the need to fix yourself like often creates more resistance. It assumes something is wrong with you. That very belief keeps you stuck because it's not that only you need to do all those things to become a millionaire now, but if you need to change your appearance, you need to change your confidence, you need to change all these 10 different things, it just becomes so overwhelming. And your identity doesn't want to die. So now you're battling 20 different things just to become, let's say, successful instead of just maybe five. So, what creates change is letting go of that resistance to the identity, to the reality, or to the desire that you already have inside you. And it's like trying to push a beach ball under the water. The more you try to fix and suppress your current state, the more pressure you will build. And once you release that resistance, the ball will just naturally come to equilibrium. And that's what we really want. We want to release that resistance. So the solution would be recode, but don't recode the resistance, but don't fix your personality. So in magnetic mind coaching, we use this concept that your true power comes from choosing a creative identity that's aligned with your goal. So you come and step into a position where you are a conscious creator. So you recognize that, okay, whatever is right now is what I have consciously or unconsciously created. And you're not fixing the broken self, you're shifting into a different version of you who already has that reality. And the way to shift is not through fixing, but through conscious choice, recognizing that you have a different choice. You can choose different outcome, you can choose to create different result, and letting go of the subconscious programming that resists it. Because when you think of it, you don't need to be someone else. You just need to stop identifying with who you're not. You know, like I could say, okay, um, maybe I want to have a YouTube channel, but I don't like the way I speak. Maybe I'm too shy. Maybe I'm too slow. Maybe I am too silent. Maybe I'm too boring. So, but the thing is, the way I speak, it's not who I am. Thinking about my own life, like probably I have adapted different types of speaking, different types of behaviors, and throughout my teenage years, I have tested and tried out so many things. So it's definitely not something fixed. It's not like something that I now have to become someone else. If I want to speak differently, um, I can choose to do that because it's not me that I'm changing. The same way, like you can change a car. It's not you're just a driver. You don't need to um, you don't need to change the driver. You just need to change the car to go to different place. Like, this analogy of the voice. Maybe if you're not confident with your voice, so maybe you're not like it's just different. Like Ferrari is different from some Ford Fiesta. Or it's not you. It's just that you have the voice because it's probably safe for you to speak like that, or you're showing up in the world in a certain way because that's how um, it was safe for you to. In certain circumstances you decided that, okay, if I stay like this, then it means I'm safe. And over time it just you collect more and more proof that it's normal, it's safe, it's familiar to act and be like that. So the thing is, millionaires or success is made by fixing yourself. They're made by aligning with new identity and let go of the resistance that says that you can't be that right now. And another thing is, if you determine your true goal and you can see, okay, this goal is really what I want, okay, to be a millionaire, let's say. You can just choose that and then see, okay, what do I need to do to create that as a conscious creator? Now, it's achievable, but you may have resistance. You may say, okay, but I have doubts, I have fears, I don't know what to do. So that can be done by working with your limiting beliefs, doing superconscious recode. Like there are tools, there are so many ways that you can work with that resistance. And then go ahead and just take those steps. do the work that is required to achieve that goal. Now, if you have different goal, for example, of becoming the best version of yourself, or like you envision your best version of yourself with a certain look, with certain maybe features, the way you act, the way you behave, the way your life is, that is a different goal. But for example, to become a millionaire, you don't need to change the way you look. You don't need to change your confidence. You don't need to change. You don't have to become this health freak and wake up at 5 and go and do the ice bath. Like, that's not required to become a millionaire. So just recognize that what is the minimum? What is the least that you could do to go towards your goals and dreams? You don't have to do 20-step morning routine to become successful, or like look in a certain way, like wear a suit and tie, or like have your makeup done and all these things. Like, you don't have to look like this stereotypical or perfect version of a millionaire. Like, look at the examples. Look at Alex Hormozy. Like, he has built like a very successful company and online presence, wearing shorts and Crocs and tank top, and like has long hairs and beard, and but he's really good at what he does. Like, he has become a really good speaker, a really good business person. So he's providing value. That's why he is a millionaire. But like, he doesn't have to now wear a suit and tie and like act in a certain way and take a cold shower. It's not required. The same way, like, for example, Adam Sandler, like the way he dresses, like I love his movies, but the way he dresses, it's not of what you would typically think of a millionaire, but he's super successful producer and actor, and that's his style. And it's like, actually, that's even more inspiring than someone being dressed perfectly, acting perfectly, and having this luxurious, maybe routine, because that's like so freeing, knowing that you can just be whatever, you can be yourself, and you can be successful and reach your goals. Like, you can think of like all these different scenarios when, like, if somebody wants to find a partner, you might think, oh, okay, but I'm so shy. Like, maybe I'm not the fittest version of myself. Like, who's gonna like me? But look at all these examples of um, shy people being in relationships. I don't know, like bigger people, super skinny people, like all kinds of people, be like old and young people. So there's no limitation, truly, like, to getting what you want. And you don't have to now create such a huge change just to get what you want. You just need to say, okay, what is the least that I can do now to take steps towards my goal. Like, forget about changing yourself. You don't need to fix anything. By doing the steps, by taking action, you will become uh, in tune with that version of you that is like on the same frequency of being millionaire, being like whatever, successful, having partner, having good health, whatever you want to create in life. And resistance is very real. So resistance can be recoded, it can be let go of, it can be reduced, but you don't have to become someone else. So I hope you liked this video, and just leave a comment below. What next video should I make about, that would be super, super helpful and exciting for me to know what you would like to know from me. I am magnetic mind coach. I have been certified by Chris Duncan and I do superconscious recode. So if you're interested to hear about my perspective, how do I see things, or if you want to work with me one-on-one, then you can click the link below or just leave a comment and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.